I'm out of breath from chasing my cat down the stairs because she stole my makeup brush. Hi YouTube! Welcome to another review. I'm pretty excited about this, although I'm a little nervous because the brand Glamierre, I saw another YouTuber reviewing it, so I decided to go ahead and pre-order their newest eyeshadow palette, and I finally just got it in the mail. Now the only thing is, so this is the Sunbeam eyeshadow palette by Glamierre, and if you look at it closely, you'll notice that something is misspelled here. Their website isn't spelled that way. Nothing else is spelled that way. It must be some sort of a misprint. So you would think that maybe if this is like decent quality stuff that they would double check their spelling, but we're here for the makeup. We're not here to critique their grammar. We are here to test the products. This palette retails for, I think it was $23.99 or $22.99. I'll put the price right here. But yeah, so I mean it's pretty cheap for 12 pigments. Kitty, I swear to God, you need to get away from here! I need to hide these brushes and my cat's gonna keep trying to take them. But before I hide all these brushes from my cat, I did buy two of their brushes. One was the chubby foundation brush and the other one was the, I can't remember, the pointed powder brush, I think. I bought it for highlight because I don't own an actual like highlighter brush, so I bought one. First, I want to talk about this chubby foundation brush. You can see I already used it. I used it to apply my foundation today. These brushes retail for $6.50, so you can't expect the greatest quality. I wasn't sure if this was one of those twist up kabuki brushes or if it's just chubby like this, and it is. It doesn't twist up. So if you're gonna go for this brush, please know that this does not twist up. So I went, and this whole, I mean, I might as well just show you. You just twist it just a little bit and it comes off. I mean, the glue in there is dry. It's not adhered to this at all. I mean, I guess I'll have to like glue it back together in my own time. But, you know, what can you expect for a $7 brush? I will say that it applied my foundation pretty nicely. It's pretty soft. It's soft and dense. I did get a little bit of shedding. I think I pulled like 2 or 3 little of these black hairs off of my face. And then this is the other brush I got, the pointed powder brush. I was expecting this to be smaller, but it actually applied, you can see it applied my highlight really nicely, like just it made it really glowy. So I will be using this as a highlighting brush. I don't know if they actually make one specifically for highlighting. If they did, I didn't see one. But this is nice. It is very soft. It's a nice brush, and for $7 I would say totally go for it. I think they just came out with a full brush set for like $25, so I mean it's a good deal, and I would say that quality is just kind of eh. If you have a hot glue gun, then you're good. But let's get to what we all really want to see is the Sunbeam eyeshadow palette. Now, at first glance, these are very unique colors and I'm so excited to try these. This is a brand I've never even heard of before, so I don't really know what to expect. I know they advertise as being affordable quality makeup. Kitty, stop it. My cat loves these brushes. You are bad kitty. You were very bad. Oh no! She's very floppy. Anyway, so the website shows like there's like a gallery you can click through, and the website shows swatches of all of these. And these are pressed glitters, and usually you can't really get away with doing a good swatch on a pressed glitter. So I don't know if they are a faked picture or if these really are swatchable. So let's start. These don't have shade names. The one thing I really like about this palette is that it's cruelty-free. Quality aside, at least it's cruelty-free. So let's try to swatch these pressed glitters first. I mean, it's pretty. Here we go. Well, yeah, I mean, it does exactly what you'd expect a pressed glitter to do. It doesn't exactly swatch. I don't know how they, I mean, it's still pressed onto my finger. It's very pretty. Yeah, they're your typical pressed glitter where they're not going to create a good swatch. However, I am excited to try this and apply it to my lid and see how that works with a full eyeshadow look. They take a little bit of scrubbing to get off, so that's good. Now this second row of pigment seems to be all matte colors, so let's go ahead and give those a whirl. I'm not sure how I feel about these colors. I've used a better, more pigmented black before. That kind of salmon-y color is pretty. And then that first purple shade was just kind of meh. You know, it's not super pigmented, and that's a little bit disappointing to me, but maybe it'll apply differently on the lid. Maybe these will be buildable, we'll see. That black kind of stains though, like you can still see it right there. I'm wiping it with a baby wipe. So that's good, it has staying power, so we know that. So last row, it looks like these two are kind of more of shimmer shades, and these ones are matte, so let's see. So again, the swatch on that first purple shade, it's just kind of like the one on top of it. It's not very pigmented. Might be a buildable shade, but we'll see. And that yellow one, same thing. I'm not really impressed with the mattes here. If you're looking for a palette that has really bright mattes, vivid colors like this, I would easily buy a Juvia's Place palette, because like the Zulu palette is very pigmented and it's $17-ish. So that's what I would go for over this, honestly. Now, these two shimmer shades here are actually kind of pretty. Yeah, they seem to be pretty pigmented, so I'm kind of stoked about that. So now let's just dig in and see what kind of look we can create with this today. Alright guys, so here is the finished look. I think I strongly misjudged this palette by the swatches. I actually really like this palette. While the shades aren't like as pow as they kind of look in the pan, they're not like Zulu palette quality as far as the pigment goes, but they blend like a dream. You can see it's a seamless blend. The black, I was saying I was disappointed with it because it's not like a dark black, but it's actually, it works with this palette because all the rest of the colors are kind of soft and muted like that. So when you build them up like this, when you gently blend them, I think they look beautiful. This is actually my first time using a pressed glitter too, so I wasn't exactly sure how to apply it, and I don't have a glitter glue. I know that NYX makes one for super cheap at Ulta. I just haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to, okay? I mean, I tried it with a brush first. That didn't work, so I found that putting it on with my finger and then moving around with a brush seemed to work the best. With the glitter glue, I'm sure it would work even better. These glitters are pretty. I mean, I'm gonna find myself reaching for these glitters for sure. As far as the rest of the palette goes with usability, I don't think I'm gonna really reach for the mattes that often. Like I keep bringing up the Zulu palette because I feel like those are the colors I'm gonna reach for first when I want something intense. However, like a muted, this is a pretty muted purple smoky eye. I think it's really pretty. If you're less adventurous but you still want to start getting into the more intense colors, I would say this palette is great for you. And at $25, like, you can't go wrong. So what? Okay, they spelled eyeshadow wrong. The most important word on the palette packaging. So what? Okay, you know what? So what? The mattes are made of, the first two ingredients are talc and mica, which are pretty common as far as eyeshadows go. As far as the other ingredients go, I mean, I don't see anything that's like jumping out at me like, ooh, don't put this on your face. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna read this whole thing off to you. These are a lot of words that I cannot pronounce. All in all, I would say this palette is worth the $24, $23 I paid for it. Those two brushes I bought, definitely worth the $7 I paid for each of them. I mean, aside from that chunky foundation brush falling apart when you pull on it, maybe just don't pull on it like me. Just don't be stupid like me and you're good. I would honestly say that this is worth the money you pay for it. I pre-ordered this palette, but I'm positive that it's available on their website. I will link it down below if you want to check this out. They also have a lot of other ones. They have a full pressed glitter palette like these. I would probably check that out. Considering I like what this glitter did, I would totally see myself getting, I think it's called the Unicorn eyeshadow palette. I'm pretty impressed. It gave some weird swatches, but the end product is really pretty. As long as you know how to work with these kind of things, it really leaves a pretty finished look. That is it for now, you guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. A toodaloo!